What is Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black Uchiha, 3 long face skinny body, and we are back, still black with some more fire Boruto manga related content. Now before we end the video, you already know the daily. Yo, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Smash that like button, share the video with your friends, and let's hop into the business, yes sirski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make 1 chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Alright, so this guy Kawaki has suddenly, out of nowhere, within the last 2 chapters, took the center stage in the midst of everything going down, the midst of the plot twist regarding the Shinju, the reveal of Ryu, everything that's happening with Yodo, Sarada, Araya, and his sandstone ceiling blade, bro. Right? It's crazy out here. Konohamaru, Matsuri, potential of Sasuke, information in terms of the timeline, the future that they're taking right now in order to save him. Hidari, we haven't heard a word from him since his revival, much less. And then all of these things that are happening with Jura, somehow, some way. He's been playing the back seat, and it's been noticeably so. But for some reason, right, in the last 2 chapters, the center stage players have been Kawaki, Akebi, and this nigga Amato. And we can even splash in Sumer a bit, but I'm still gonna say splash because prior to that, she was already center stage with the whole drama between her and Sarada and then Ada in the mix. But somehow, some way, Kawaki has taken center stage in the midst of all of this. And it's rightfully so because a lot of, that's why I love the Boruto community. And it's only when we get into very deep and intricate theories. But for the most part, after a major chapter, a lot of us tend to think the same way and try to fall into the same wavelength because we are already understanding how unpredictable Ikimoto has been with this story. So trying to think in the most unorthodox way, and it's actually mind-blowing that a lot more people than you would imagine came up with the idea Kawaki might get his limiters removed and be the saving grace for the current mission that everybody's on. And I'm like, wow, I actually thought about that too. It's like, I actually can see that happening because that will be something that can happen. And I'm just looking at it like, well, what the fuck is happening? If you guys kind of catch my drift, right? Because it's like everybody's there on the playing field. The foreshadowing has been set up from the frog, from the flying rising piece. Boruto can be there. The red flags are there. Do not go there, Boruto. Jura will kill you. Everything is leaning and inching towards the idea. If these guys don't settle it on their own, Konohamaru, Sarada, Mitsuki, Araya, Yodo can't settle this on their own. Boruto will be able to be there in a flash, regardless of the premonition of Kashin Koji, and help solve the things. But it hasn't been so much so to the length that people are completely scratching or ruling out the idea of a full power Kawaki popping up into the mix, right? And then eventually settling everything here and there. We know the specialties behind his Karma Seal. We know the quote-unquote failures behind his Karma Seal in terms of the hopes of Amato wanting to have Kawaki place his Karma Seal on Akebi. And we talked about this in previous videos and how that could potentially play out. And actually why I believe Kawaki is making a smart move in this choice, in this regard, in terms of getting his full powers relieved. You know what I'm saying? Making sure he's as strong as he possibly can be without potentially and just going in with the hope that Akebi is revived and she doesn't come back as a nuisance, and let alone a nuisance that's Otsutsuki that proves to be much stronger than any other problem that they have to currently deal with. So right now, in the base of circumstances, that's the only thing that's hindering Akebi's revival. So it's going to be a lot of special things going on with Kawaki's Karma Seal, and it's a real head scratcher because it's like, are we going to give Amato too much credit, or are we not going to give him enough credit when it comes to the intricacies about Kawaki's karma? Because we understand, and it's been stated now, I wasn't of this belief, but because of his maxed out defensive abilities and his near immortal body, his offensive had to take a back seat. His offensive capabilities had to take a back seat. Now, if Amato would have reversed this process, he wouldn't be as durable and Kawaki wouldn't be able to take a hit as much, but his attacks will be more potent and he will be a million times stronger than what he can ever imagine. So Kawaki's whole thing is take me to my limit and then go beyond that. So he already established that whatever he understood his body was already fully capable of, he wants to be stronger than that. So in that regard, hard. Just understanding that notion, he's going beyond Ishiki's level. So it's already been confirmed in like hindsight, in like a roundabout way, that Jura himself surpasses Ishiki's power to the point where an Ishiki-like entity, an Ishiki-like threat alone isn't enough to defeat Jura, which is why Boruto stated, not only do you need to get your full powers, Kawaki, get everything Ishiki gave you, plus your ninja tech and your cyberware and the ninja training that you got from my dad, but you're gonna need me as well, and possibly even Momoshiki's karma, just so we can stand a chance against this guy. And that just lets you know how strong not only Jura is, but how strong Kawaki potentially has to be, because he's already selfish by nature. He wants to go above his limits. So it's not far out the realm of belief for Kawaki to not only already stated within the last chapter, but to not only become as strong as Ishiki previously was in his ideal perfect vessel, Kawaki, but to go even further beyond that, as stated in the chapter, become the biggest and baddest monster of all. And really and truly, I can see it happening. We see it. Look, bro, Black Uchiha stand 10 toes down. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm seeing a little bit of Naruto Next Generation's Kawaki pop back up. You feel me? The little savagery that we all originally fell in love with. Now, originally, I'm not gonna deny my feelings, because at the end of the day, this nigga deserves to be in the grave, bro. Because what the fuck? Like, he's just all over the place right now. And I'm not gonna run back on my word, because I'm just like, it's just like that. It's just like that. But Kawaki has still slowly starting to embody this savagery nature and kind of go back to his old way, and not the cowardly way, or not the way that's kind of scared or trying to, tremble or run away from his problems, or have it being dealt with in a roundabout way, i.e. the ninja world hunting down his problems, or having his problems be solved in a way where he understands he doesn't necessarily have to do anything and everything will fall into place. But no, Kawaki is taking a more assertive action, and he's actually trying to be, having his foot placed down and let everybody know that he's the one who's making the moves. And originally he was the one in the driver's seat. So now it's time for him to take Boruto by the collar, toss him out the window, and grab the steering wheel and hop back on the road right now, because Kawaki's been chilling in the back seat and everybody's been telling him to shut up. So do I see Kawaki popping up in the middle of this battle, and we see inside the land of wind with Ryu, with Matsuri? I can actually see it. And I've told y'all, I'm 50-50-50. I'm really 50 on Boruto might show up, flying Rajan, boom. 50 on Kawaki might show up full powered, boom. And then 50 on, Sarada Mitsuki hard carry fight, crazy Sage Mode abilities, crazy Sharingan abilities. It's really like that. And I can see it going either other way. And then the wild card is this guy Code popping up out of nowhere, because since he's been entrusted with his mission from Jura, we have not heard a word from this man Code. So it's a couple of speculations that can occur that can ultimately disrupt or basically, throw the entire prediction or the future of Boruto getting killed by Jura in this current mission, just completely throw that entire notion off. So I can see it possibly working out in that favor, in that regard. Now, in terms of Kawaki's strength at the moment, and we're just to make it easy, because the power scaling has been rising through the roof, whether you want to accept it or not, it's rising through the roof. We're going to exclude the Shinju, anything evil, and we're going to exclude Ada herself. So just the next generation's good guys. Because at this point, I'm not even going to sit here and try to argue with somebody in the comments like, what about 8th Gate Rock Lee? First of all, we've never even seen the nigga Rock Lee. Have we even seen the nigga Rock Lee go into the 7th gate? I don't even think so. I think we've only seen him go into the 6th. It's been stated he can go into the 8th gate. He mastered all 8 gates in a fucking data book. Like, not even in the anime. No shade to Rock Lee. I rocks with Rock Lee. But, let's be real, bro. If we're going to give any relevancy of strength to any characters within the Naruto Next Generations outside of Naruto and Sasuke, and just because Konohamaru, because, he's the meme, he's always being talked about. But, for real, honestly and truly, I would say Kakashi and Sakura. But even then, let's be for real, guys. Come on, let's be for real. I want Kakashi to pop back up in the manga. And if we're being out of everybody, even outside of Naruto and Sasuke, I would probably say just Kakashi. Just Kakashi would be good enough. But on that Rock Lee 8th Gate book, none of that. Let's just be real. On the good guy side, the strongest, it goes, I think it will definitely be Damon, Boruto, top two. No other two, right? So after that, it's falling in the lines right now. Even with Kawaki, with his limited power, I already told y'all this, and I'm saying it like he's not stronger than Sarada. Sarada would have folded him if they would have fought in that Hokage office. So I'd say somewhere between in the mix, in the category of Sarada and Mitsuki with his Sage Mode, because everything has to be taken into account with the conversation of Sage Mode, Mitsuki, and Boruto. Mitsuki basically saying you defeated Cold. That means Kawaki has no chance of defeating you, but I'm able to go all out without having to defer to him. Kawaki has been laid on his ass time and time again. It's already been stated he is near or mortal, right? But we have characters like Boruto one-shotting the man and leaving him gasping and gaping for air. So it's like Boruto is actually pretty strong if he's able to break that much through Kawaki's defensive. But right now, I'd say he's in that tier, like the Himawari tier, Mitsuki Sage Mode, and then Sarada tier, because those three are it's very, very hard. They each fought different characters, but each character they fought was respectively overpoweredly strong, and they each showcased different things. So just to take it into regard, say you're really good at basketball, because basketball is like the hype right now. Y'all saw the trade, right? And it's crazy because I just got me some Dallas Mavericks tickets for next month, but I'm not tripping though, because I'm really there just to see the Phoenix Suns. But anyways, y'all saw the trade. So imagine you're really good at basketball, regular high school player, college player, whatever. Boom, you're good at basketball. You hoop, you do this, you do that. You play a one-on-one with LeBron, and then you play a one-on-one with the 12-year-old. Same person, but it's just two different games. Now, the moves you showcase versus LeBron are going to look very different than the moves you showcase versus that 12-year-old. So in that case, that's what you have to take into regard. So meaning whatever you're able to do, possibly, and pull off, or even something you thought about, you can probably do that in the game versus the 12-year-old, because you're strong enough and you're able enough to pull that off. But versus LeBron, you lock in. You're going to only go with the basics. You're probably going to keep your side and your back to the basket, try to keep the ball between LeBron and yourself as long as possible, because all that fancy stuff isn't going to work on the king. You feel me? It's not going to work on LeBron as it would work on a 12-year-old. So similarly, so in Boruto, when you see particularly characters fight and encounter each other, some things may work for certain characters as opposed to other characters. So that always has to be taken into account. And simply just noting the fact that Kawaki got two-shotted by Boruto, one-shotted by Jura, or I think they both two-shotted him, and they both left him passed out. Mitsuki left him passed out. He will be in a very sticky situation with his defensive going down. So that only means that his offensive is going to be so much more powerful. He's going to simply have to be, and shout out to all my Shangri-La Frontier fans out there, he's going to have to be stronger and faster than all his opponents. His whole thing is, I just can't get hit. And that might work with his powers. When you think about it, Sukuna Hikona, shrink, boom, you can't see me. So he has to simply work on dodging and evading and maximizing and utilizing his overpowered strength and force to his best of his ability. And that's how I see Kawaki ultimately moving forward in the story. And once we get a full-powered Kawaki, already told y'all it went Damon Boruto. It might just go Damon Kawaki Boruto. I ain't putting nobody above Damon right now. We got to see my guy Damon scrap. So y'all go have to rock with that however y'all want to. But look, man, it might just go Damon Kawaki Boruto. And I say it like that because at the end of the day, we talking about Kawaki with all the cards thrown at him. Just now finally getting over Boruto. We haven't gotten Boruto his special eye or his damn Karma Seal power yet. We just talking about Boruto that he trained, everything that he trained to do on his own, which is actually crazy. So if we're going to be for real, I would be like Boruto Damon, you feel me, Kawaki. But hey, look, this is just how it is, and we got to keep it 100. But let me know how y'all feel. What do y'all think about full power Kawaki and him possibly making his way to the battlefield? But in general, how strong this man will be once he's unleashed. It's your boy Black Chi 3. Holla at your boy. And I'm getting closer and closer to that 12-minute mark, yo. I promise you I'm trying. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna holla at y'all, Black Chi. Yes, sir. Ski.